So I found a VHS tape and a VCR at a garage sale. They were selling it for $5. So I said, why the hell not? And this tape is supposedly from the 90s, and I managed to get it working. I haven't inserted the tape yet, but the title for this VHS tape is The Dark Truth. It's kinda hard to read with this writing. That's creepy. But you know, I'm gonna post this on 4chan and see what people will think of it. The moment of truth. Alright, let's see if it actually works. Oh my god, it works. It's actually playing a video. Hey Dave, come take a look at this.
I don't understand. I generally don't. I don't understand why Jodie had done this. There was no reason to. It just frustrates me that Jodie decided to pick this path, but we were too late to change that. Too late to change the future. I'm speechless. I really am. I spent all my life dedicating my research into finding Jodie's dark secret, to expose it, and let the world know everything about Jodie. Do you know how long it took me to compile this into an MS Word document and expose this hidden? Do you? You don't? It is hard trying to navigate to MS Word. I'm not fond of these computers or these internet thingies. I'm gonna prove once and for all that Detective Texture is still capable of doing something. That I'm not a liability. That I'm not slipping texture. That I can help in cases like never mind that. I'm afraid of the outcome. When I send this VHS tape to anyone, please don't let my legacy be forgotten. If I die, it's up to you to complete my research. August 1st, 1999. I'm sitting in my apartment and I was confused when I hit a dead end. What was Jodie's motives in the first place? What caused her to doing such crime? The commitment she's done, the plan, the framing is just phenomenal, I'll give her that. Well, what did it cost? Her ticket to purgatory? I interviewed a couple of people today in my apartment, or my office, however you want to say it. These people will not be named as they chose to be anonymous, and I respect their decision, because if they really said their own name in front of this tape recorder, people will hunt them like a bounty hunter. It's like the saying, when the hunter becomes the hunted. I really hope no one stoops around my place, spying on me like I'm a witness freak who has nothing to do in his spare time other than research on crazy people and exposing them to the world like a mad scientist, explaining to his boss why dumping all these toxic chemicals in the lake is such a good idea and why society will love it. I interviewed a Canadian man. That's surprising because Canada doesn't seem to exist, so maybe he's an imposter that came to my place seeking for information to use against me. I'll be discreet for now. Let's just say it's a hunch. What brings you here today?
You said you wanted to see me? I'm the witness, you know. The guy who witnessed the culprit. What was her name? I think it was Jodie. I saw her. I did. She shot QQQ.
When did she shoot QQQ?
It was, I guess midnight. I'm pretty sure they were in an alley in Stud Street. They were talking and all of a sudden I heard a gunshot and I felt a chill down my spine and I got away from the scene.
Did you catch a look over her face?
Indeed I did. She had what seemed to be a red squid as a hat. Poor squid. Didn't deserve that fate to be worn like a hat. It's disrespectful if you really think about it.
Is that all you have to say? Anything to add?
Nope, that's all I have to say. Wait, actually, I do have something else to say. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/v60yt. I'm like token, but Canadian, and I don't like documentary type videos. Wait, fuck!
Hey, no self-promoting. The culprit is Jodie, for sure, who goes by the alias jodiehasashovel on those forums used for fixing old arcade machines. Almost like a restoration crew, but in a tiny screen where they can communicate. The internet is a strange place, I'll tell you that. You can now find pictures of living fossils. What brings you here, mister?
Keep my name out of this, please. I don't like being interviewed. I shouldn't spill out the beans on what I just saw on that dreadful night. I'll never get it out of my sight. My brain keeps on picturing it every time I go to sleep. It's like watching someone breathe in your mouth, but that person is invading your personal space. I hate subways, I hate the city, I hate everything.
Right, could you tell me what happened on August 1st, 1999?
Yes, I can. I'll tell you right here, right now. I saw a demon. You hear me? A demon. I am not crazy. I saw a crazy lunatic wearing a red squid come up to a guy and shoot at him like it's the 4th of July. What has happened to this world of ours? I need to take my medication. Give me a moment. As I was saying, I saw what seems to be a girl. She shoots this man, and I just ran like hell. That's all I saw. Okay? Better safe than sorry, right?
Thank you for coming on such short notice. You can leave now. This interview is over. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Restaurant. Judge, I feel smooth. Anyways, I've been sidetracked from my main objective. From the evidence I've gathered, I've come to the conclusion that Jodie is in fact the culprit without a doubt. I was starting to lose my mind thinking that Jodie wouldn't do such thing, but reality struck me like a truck and showed me that Jodie is the main antagonist of the story. Thank you for coming here today, I appreciate it. You're welcome. It's the least I can do that can help you complete the research on this loose maniac. I can't wander up the streets knowing I can be shot like a wild turkey during Thanksgiving. I'm not ready to die yet. I'm too young for this, you hear me? Yes, I hear you loud and clear. But could you tell me what happened on that night? Right, that night, that cold and rainy night, where the crime scene happened. I wonder if that man is okay. Oh yes, I'm starting to remember that there was this girl I heard from the conversation that her name was Jodie. Wears a bright red squid as a hat, which is creepy, and I think to myself why anyone would actually wear that out in the public. Then I heard a loud gunshot, pow! And after that I just ran away after hearing it, because I know if I stayed there much longer, I wouldn't have survived. Thank you for coming. I wish you safe travels. Order in the court, mate. Order in the court. Anyways, this is the trial of Jodie, case 285, and the defense, your opening statement, please. I just want to go and sleep. Your Honor, with all due respect, the evidence here is just baloney. It looks fabricated enough to put my client behind bars for no absolute reason whatsoever. So I would just like to say that my client is not the killer, alright? There's no proof whatsoever. Objection. There is already a lot of evidence that supports the claim that Jodie is in fact the murderer. I don't know what you're on about. What the hell are you saying, Jodie? I'm your lawyer, man.
Well, I've been informed by the plaintiff that Jodie has pleaded guilty, so let's end this case, shall we? Thank you for coming. Please don't do this again.
Yeah, back to back. I just want to say this one's track. This whole video was nothing more than a joke, man. That's so whack. Man, that's so crazy. I'm about to freaking snooze on this dude with a bottle of booze out of my house, procrastinating like a generic postal dude. This whole video was nothing more than a twisted joke, very funny information that was a total wrecking ball. I just want to say I got nothing but a heart attack. Sorry to listening with pictures of Damir's head.